What is up, everybody? A long time no see. I know you've been waiting to see my beautiful face. I am the longest reigning and current WWE pay-per-view champion of all time. The one you all came to see, the hot commodity, Ant C. And I'm joined by my uh top of the line. No one can try. No one do it like he does, because Christian, my man, shines. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name's Christian, co-host here. Um, I haven't been on here in a while, so it's good to be back. Took a little bit.
I
Uh,
eat
you
it.
know, we did some other stuff here, so happy to be back here to talk about Raw.
I
Um,
don't feel like myself when you're not here, Christian. This is a
hey,
hard
well, you did some good stuff. You've been doing the Attitude Era with Tyler, so
yes.
that stuff's been pretty good. Shout out to Tyler. I've been seeing your quick little recaps.
My little ditties.
So
Oh,
hey,
crappy videos.
hey man,
I don't even share those out. They're so bad I don't even share them on Facebook. I'm like,
I
just
just get the
push them out.
notifications, obviously, so I'll listen, or I get them on my Apple Music or my Apple Podcast, because I listen to a lot of podcasts like Cornet and shit. So
Um, uh, sorry, I'm being sidetracked. I'm explaining um my podcast type. Damn. Christian's like, I look good. Feeling it. Oh goodness. Um, so let me yeah. We're gonna go on with the show. The show's gonna go off the rails. It's totally fine. Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm already getting sidetracked here. Great. So yes, I missed you. I'm glad you're back. And I'm glad that everybody is checking us out and staying tuned. We are on the road to WrestleMania. I'll be defending my title. I'm excited about that. And we are covering WWE Monday Night Raw from March 6th, 2023. I will say, Christian, I'm not feeling 100%.
pleasure.
Hello. Happy joy. So,
What?
I just fucking sneezed.
Oh, pleasure.
You don't even fucking know. Respect. High five. Yeah, that was bad. So I just sneezed. Where hi. You're getting to know me a lot better, everybody. Yeah, so I'm not feeling 100%. I'm under the weather, but we are going to do this, and I'm going to cheers to you before and get a little drink in before. That was not good. I'm like, yeah, I'm sick. Sneeze. All right. So we start off Monday Night Raw in Boston, Massachusetts, with Solo Sokoa and one half of the undisputed tag team champions, Jimmy Uso. They arrive backstage. Paul Heyman tells Jimmy that Roman told him to solve the Sammy problem, and he couldn't do that. So Solo is going to do that. Solo's going to solve the Kevin Owens problems, and Jimmy's going to solve the Sammy problem once and forever tonight. So we know Solo's going to take on Kevin, and Jimmy's going to take on Sammy. So we start off with Kevin Owens taking on Solo Sokoa. It was a decent match. A lot of shit went down. Solo nails a running hip attack on the railing outside. Solo accidentally runs into a post. Kevin hits a cannonball into the corner, nails a swanton, but Jimmy Uso attacks, causing a disqualification win for Kevin Owens. After the match, Jimmy Uso tosses Kevin into the steps. Jimmy and Solo attack Kevin on the announce table, but Sami Zayn runs out and makes a save and takes out Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Run because Sami has a cheer with him. After the match, Sami offers his hand to Kevin to help him up, but Kevin leaves. So, pretty much my question for you here is how are you liking the storyline of Kevin not wanting Sammy's help? Sammy's
Oh,
continuing
it's
to help
coming.
him. What do you think?
It's coming. It'll be there.
Yeah,
It's not there yet. It'll be there. Kevin Owens isn't a heel. I don't know. Like they boo him, but it's not. He's not a heel. Uh, I don't know. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I don't know what else to say. Really, we know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. gonna happen
Do
tonight.
you think it's like so for me, what I'm liking about this year's Mania, and granted, like we still have more matches to go. What I like is they're making the storytelling really good. It's like more long term rather than, just okay, these two are gonna fight for the hell of it. Like the Brock Lesnar Omos match makes no sense to me. Um, but this one does because these Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have history from when they were young. So just there's a lot of build up. I like the simmering tension and all
Right.
that fun stuff. Um, Moving on, we'll get more with the Usos later on tonight. Bobby Lashley is backstage, and he basically just says that what's it going to take for Bray Wyatt to face me like a man? We'll find out. Carmella's backstage, and she meets up with Chelsea Green, and they have a little cool little interaction together. I would like to see Chelsea Green and Carmella team up. We'll
I hate both
definitely
of those
need tag
bitches.
teams in the women's division, so that would be good to see them. Next, we don't really need to talk about that. Next, we have Carmella with Chelsea Green taking on the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. And Bianca looks great heading into WrestleMania. Bianca gets the win after a KOD. After Chelsea Green and Carmella attack Bianca until her WrestleMania opponent Asuka comes out and spits mist in Chelsea Green's eyes. Asuka stares at Bianca Belair and the WrestleMania logo. So we're going to talk about the SmackDown women when we get there, when we cover SmackDown. But how are you liking the build up for the Raw Women's title this year? There really hasn't been much. It's just sort of Asuka fighting Bianca. There's really no story here. But what is your take on, the sort of prelude to Asuka and Bianca Belair?
Well, first off, I agree. There hasn't been really much of a build up to this match. Um, I now that previously I've talked about how I'm all for seeing uh Rhea versus Charlotte, but now that I kind of think about it, the way this storyline's kind of going with Asuka and Bianca, I kind of wish Rhea would have chose Bianca just because one, uh Rhea did win the Royal Rumble, so A, that's already a reason for them to have a feud. Um Asuka and Bianca are more friends than rivals, and Rhea and Bianca, well, Rhea and really anybody doesn't they don't get along, so it feels more better for just Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've said before, I do understand why she chose Charlotte, but the point is, and I'm mentioning that because that storyline to me, that build up is a little more interesting right now than this one, and this match is supposed to be better, and it's Raw women's division's better than SmackDown, so these two really need to start building it better. Um, Asuka needs to stop doing her Japanese screaming. No one understands it. She needs to have a real promo. She's fighting for the women's championship at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for her to be serious. Uh, you know, I don't know. I kind of feel bad for Bianca in a way. I kind of wish she had someone better. Asuka, and I'm not saying Asuka sucks. She's a hell of a fucking wrestler. She's probably one of the best fucking wrestlers.
A
But,
hundred.
but if we're talking promos, shit like that, I never once wanted to hear Asuka do a promo in my life, if I'm being
Well,
honest.
I think here's the problem here. I think what would have been better because what I'm noticing as you were talking, with the women's, they're both rematches, right? Charlotte beat Rhea, Charlotte beat Asuka. I would have rather see Asuka challenge Charlotte because if we go back in the history book, Charlotte was the one to beat Asuka's undefeated streak, right? So I know Rhea wants her
Oh,
vengeance.
at WrestleMania 34, yeah.
I know that Rhea wants her sort of like comeuppance against Charlotte, like wants a rematch, but like Rhea didn't really lose much. Like she was the NXT Women's Champion. If anything, Rhea gained an opportunity to be on WrestleMania. So I get it, you're mad you lost, but if anyone would want to fight Charlotte, I think Asuka would have been a better challenger because they hadn't really. I mean, they've fought in like triple threat matches, and we've seen them go at it a couple of times, but they really haven't gone at it as much as Rhea and Charlotte have. And I think it would be a little bit exciting now that we have this more darker Asuka to kind of be like, okay, you beat me when I was the Empress, but now I'm something
No,
completely different.
right. And it sucks because let's say hypothetically speaking, let's say like the only way that match were to happen if Asuka wins the Royal Rumble because Asuka is on Raw, Asuka's on Raw, Charlotte's on SmackDown. Same thing with Rhea, but she won the Rumble. So you, I don't necessarily think we would have gotten that match anyway. But I can agree. I that would be a fucking hell of a match.
Yeah, just like um only because like I'm thinking of like the fact that Rhea's challenging her just because she lost, you know. And I'm thinking like if you're gonna do that type of match, Asuka has more to gain because after that, it kind of like Asuka deflated. Like she had this huge undefeated streak in NXT, and then she loses to Charlotte, and then that SmackDown, Charlotte loses the title to Carmella. So it's just kind of like deflated Asuka, and but listen, I'm excited to see what Asuka and Bianca do because I know they're gonna have a good match.
They're
But
gonna have
I'm
a good
just
match. Yeah, I started to cut you off,
no,
but
go ahead.
they're gonna have a good match. I just hope that they build it better.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're gonna kill it, but I do agree. For WrestleMania, you have to have more of a reason to fight other than just Oscar won a fatal 4-way type deal. Um, let's move on. Sami Zayn's backstage talking to Kevin Owens, and he's trying to get Kevin to be his friend again. He's like, "I fought the Bloodline for 8 months. I don't want to do this alone." And Sami's like, "Listen," or I'm sorry, yeah. So Kevin says it's to Sami. Sorry, Sami's like, "I fought the Bloodline for 8 months alone. I don't care. I did without you." I don't care what you do, but please leave me out of it. So Kevin, we already spoke about this. He's playing. I don't want to be bothered. The Miz comes out and the Miz says, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Logan Paul." And Logan Paul comes out. Immediately after Logan comes out, Seth Rollins comes, and Seth says, "Look at what the cat dragged in." And Logan says, "I don't know what your problem with me is, other than that I embarrassed you twice, accomplished in a year something that took you 20. If I were you, I wouldn't like me either." The Miz says Logan makes a few good points, and Seth says, "We don't like you because you are a scum of the earth. You're a coward, troll, fraud, and we don't want you in our house. It's time that we fight." Miz basically says that he could try to make a WrestleMania match, and Logan's able to punch Seth Rollins during this, and Logan says, "When you wake up, let me know about WrestleMania. Bye, you bitch." So basically, Logan's able to knock out Seth Rollins with a sort of a quick sucker punch there. What do you think? I mean, we've been talking about this. It's going to be a good match. It was made official.
No, I liked this
What do you
segment a
think?
lot. I really did like this segment. Logan's a really good heel. And it's more natural considering he has hate from YouTube. He has hate from he's a social media influencer, so everyone knows who he is
Yeah.
besides wrestling. So he's just a natural heel, just like his brother. Um Seth Rollins, mm, like I said before, I think this if Logan Paul really wants to grow in WWE, I think Seth Rollins is the fucking perfect opponent to have a match, because he kind of wrestles. I mean, I could see similarities in a way. Um, but this segment was really good. I think the Miz being there makes it a little better considering, this is Logan Paul's second WrestleMania. The Miz teamed up with Logan Paul for his first WrestleMania. Um, I think this build up is one of the better build ups in the WrestleMania matches. Besides, I'm not including Cody Rhodes and the Roman. But I think this is one of the better build ups in WrestleMania. Just because we all thought Seth Rollins was saying this as like a work, but I genuinely think Seth Rollins isn't. I generally think these two don't like each other. Um, because Seth Rollins makes valid points on why he doesn't like Logan Paul. He's not one of them. He's not a wrestler. He's an influencer. He's a celebrity trying to be a wrestler. So I can also see why legitimately Seth Rollins would want to, have a match with him. Um, but overall, I liked the way this is set up. Uh, I think Logan Paul doing the punch gives him a little bit of confidence, a little bit more cockiness. And I think it's clear as hell now that Seth Rollins is babyface. So the crowd was more on Seth Rollins' side during this segment, but I can't wait to see this match. I've said before, again, real quick. It's gonna be a banger. Um,
Mhm.
I'm excited to see what Logan Paul does. I'm excited to see what Seth Rollins. He
Seth
always
is gonna
shows.
make Logan look really good, and I
No, I know. So, and if hey, if the and I'm not trying to sound like the Miz is like sucks because the Miz is I love the Miz so much. He's so underrated. He doesn't get the much respect as he deserves. I told him that at the live event, and then he heard. I know damn well he heard me. Anyway, um, but if the Miz made Logan Paul look like money.
yeah, yeah, of course.
Like even of course Roman Reigns did as well when they fought at Crown
Mhm,
Jewel.
mhm.
But the Miz that was Logan
His
Paul's
first match.
first match ever, and the Miz made him look like fucking like he's
Mhm.
been doing this for years. So if the Miz can do that on his first, Roman can do that. Seth Rollins is
It's
definitely
gonna
gonna
be
fucking.
good. It's
It's
gonna be
gonna be a
amazing,
banger. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this.
dude.
But
I
I'm
this is
excited to
I'm
see the
excited too.
more build up too, because it's exciting the way they're building this up. Like, Seth Rollins had the FaceTime, Logan Paul came on, they go at it on podcast. I think this is again one of the better build-ups to WrestleMania,
It's
but
gonna be real, dude. I'm
it's gonna be
excited,
good.
and I hope it's on like I don't care what night it's on, but I kind of hope it's on the first night. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
but all right, a match that I'm not looking forward to is included this guy. Omos comes out with MVP and he just destroys Dolph Ziggler with a choke slam. Mustafa Ali's in the crowd trying to just, jeer at Dolph Ziggler. After MVP says, Brock, you should never put your hands on me. The Nigerian Giant tames the beast at WrestleMania. Do you really think Omos could beat Brock Lesnar at Mania?
I don't know. I mean, here. There's a reason why I need to look something up.
Speaking of that, while you look that up, I do want to say something really quick. I've been reading everywhere that Bray Wyatt is supposedly out with an
Yeah,
illness.
I was just gonna say that.
So I don't know what that means for Bobby Lashley and WrestleMania. But yeah, that is out there.
The only reason I wanted to look up who has Omos beaten in WWE because I don't know. Like
I think he beat
he's
AJ Styles
beaten
at one point.
Yes, but Braun Strowman's also beaten uh Omos, and Brock Lesnar's beaten Braun. So I don't know, or Brock has beaten Braun. So I don't I think I don't want to say Omos doesn't have a chance, but I definitely think Brock Lesnar will end up getting the win here.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Brock wanted this match. I don't, but we'll see. We see Maxine and the male models backstage, and they're basically talking about Otis. And Baron Corbin comes up and he's like, I want to join you guys. And Maxine's like, if you take out Chad Gable tonight, you can join us. We'll talk about that later. We then see Paul Heyman telling Jimmy Uso backstage that if Jimmy doesn't get Jimmy Uso back in the bloodline by the end of the week, Roman's going to blame Jimmy Uso for all this. So I think that's a little important when it comes turns to our ending. Your brother's not going to want to see you get hurt or in trouble, so we'll get there in a minute. Right, we'll cover this right before we go to break. Finn Balor with the Judgment Day taking on Johnny Gargano with Dexter Loomis. Not a lot of action here. Finn Balor climbs the top rope, and before he can nail his finisher, Edge's theme's music plays. Edge runs out. He pushes Finn off the top rope, and Johnny nails a one final beat, and Edge spears Finn Balor. So we know, obviously, Finn Balor will a challenge to Edge for WrestleMania. Edge seems to accept it with this that he's not done with Finn. Um, do you think that there should be like a different build up here? I think there should be more chaotic stuff between Edge and Finn because them just like interfering in each other's matches and shit, based on their history, is kind of silly. Tell me what you think in a minute and a half
Well,
on this.
speaking of that, Raw's on right now and Edge is coming out. Edge is in the ring right now talking about it. So, um,
Well,
I'm not gonna spoil it because we're obviously gonna cover it another time. But my
I'm
only
excited
guess,
too.
the answer to your question, because we have a minute left,
Yep,
what Edge is about to say right now is what is going to like be like the key. Like I think tonight they announced the match, and that is how
gotcha.
they're going to build it better. Like I think now he's gonna call out Finn. They're gonna go out. Just a prediction. I'm not spoiling it. This is just my prediction. It hasn't even happened yet. He just started talking.
Well, listen, lesson him is Christian, you are the bomb. We're gonna come right back. Stay tuned,
Yes, sir.
and we'll be right back. And welcome back. Before we continue covering Monday Night Raw, I want to thank you all for checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. We are live streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Anchor recently changed their name to Spotify for podcasters, so you can check us out on there. And wherever you get your podcast, just give us a 5-star rating. Also check us out on YouTube, the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. Give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay notified when new content is created, including seeing our faces if you want to see us instead of listening to us on Spotify. You can do that on YouTube, or you can do both, represent both. I am joined by my good friend and pretty much predictor of all things WrestleMania, my man Christian. Hello, sir.
Hey, how are we doing? How we doing?
Doing good,
No,
man.
I'm not gonna tell you guys what happened, but uh, yeah, WrestleMania got better. I'm excited. Continue to talk about last week's episode of Raw.
Let's keep on. We find out that on May 27th, we're going to have the WWE King and Queen of the Ring from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. I'm
Thank God.
excited about that. However, what I am a bit more excited about is Backlash coming to us in Puerto Rico. I think it's May, it's early May. But that's cool. We're getting the old school Backlash and live in Puerto Rico. The last time they did that was in
2005.
2005.
That's
Dude, they're doing
fucking yeah. That's
throwbacks.
awesome. That's awesome. And
I'm
Bad
excited,
Bunny's the
man.
host.
A lot of cool stuff. So Edge is backstage, and Edge says Finn Balor wants to settle this. Next week, I will be by myself to finally settle the score with Finn Balor. So Christian's reaction to that, it was very exciting. So I'm excited to see that next week. We have our next match, Nikki Cross taking on Piper Niven. Piper gets the quick win after dropping Nikki Cross and gets a 3. Really nothing here, just the women putting on a match. No reason for this kind, in my opinion. Nikki is just sort of being kooky. But I don't know if you have anything you want to add, you can, but just kind of just the basic girls just fighting. Really no
No,
reason
yeah.
for it.
I
But
kind of
Piper
want to
Niven
talk
is
about.
impressive.
I kind of want to talk about what happened next.
Yes, John Cena comes out, the man, the myth, and the legend. And after he comes out, the WWE United States Champion Austin Theory follows. And Theory says, I became a WWE superstar because of you. I come out here with a gift for you. It's bigger than any movie role you'll ever have. I want a match at WrestleMania with you. And then John Cena says, no, I'm not interested in your gift because you haven't earned a match with me. I've watched you. I don't care about you. We don't believe you because you don't believe you're in yourself. You are a generic kid and you got no heart. I'm your ghost of Christmas future. You're in the ruthless aggression phase. That almost got me fired when I was in that phase. You have been given opportunities and you have no heart, no soul, and you have the best name in WWE because that is what you are and all you ever will be, a theory. And then John says, you should be great. Everyone here should be here to see you, but no one cares about you, and you're wrestling overtime, and nobody cares. He says, I'm not going anywhere like your bald spot. And then CM pulls off his hat, and you can see he's trying to cover that shit up with like just for men. Uh Austin says, is John Cena giving up? Don't meet your heroes because they disappoint you. John says, at least they don't pipe in fake crowd noise when I wrestle. Cena says, I try to save you. If you win, they will eat you alive. This is the biggest mistake you made. John Cena versus Austin Theory at WrestleMania. Christian, do you feel excited for this match now that we finally know what's happening?
I'm
After
excited for this match. I just wish it wasn't for the United States Championship because I just don't see John Cena winning if
yeah,
it's for the United States Championship. If it's just a regular singles match, at least it's like, oh my God, who's gonna win?
yeah, like, there's
But
an opportunity.
this was terrific. I mean, John Cena was terrific as always. Um, Cena roasted the shit out of him. Said some facts, denied, but agreed to it. As we all want. He always gives us what we want. So, um, I don't know. Like I just kind of knew it was happening, so it's not like I was crazy excited for it. Um, I do wish they would have kept John Cena. I wish they would have kept this whole fucking thing a secret.
I know. Corey Graves is like, oh
I
my
under
God, can you believe it? But he's done
No,
it.
I understand like you have to announce it to draw ticket sales and ratings, and we're in John Cena's hometown, like home state, Massachusetts, like not too far from his home city. But like, oh man, the crowd would have went insane if
They didn't know.
if it was a surprise. If Austin
Oh, I
Theory
see what
would have,
you're saying. If
if
they
like
did,
if
gotcha.
like Austin Theory, they should have done it where like Austin Theory goes out and talks his shit and then like makes fun of, and then all you hear is Cena's music. I think the crowd would have fucking went
Popped. Yeah.
erupted.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we kind of knew this was coming, but I am excited. I don't. Here's my problem with Cena. I do like him. I'm not saying he can't wrestle, but because he doesn't wrestle as much anymore, I don't really care so much. I think Theory is going to carry this match. I'm just excited. You're going to see. I will say what I am excited about is when I first saw Austin Theory, I literally said he's like a young Cena or a young Orton. So he totally gives you that vibe. So you're going to get the young versus the old, and I'm excited for that. But yeah, with the United States title on the line, it's hard to really see John Cena winning the title. So it's just kind of like, eh. But we'll get there. We have our next match. Chad Gable with Otis defeats Baron Corbin. I didn't take a lot of notes here for this one. Again, Baron Corbin doesn't do it for me, but Chad Gable is great. Do you have anything you want to add to this?
Chad Gable finally got a fucking win in his life.
Gotta win
About time.
over Baron Corbin that like a fucking penny could get a win over though. But it's okay. Uh, what did you think of the Miz and Maurice's Top Gun WrestleMania promo? I thought it was cute.
Oh, it was awesome. Uh, the Miz and Maurice really can act. Well, and like I know, like the Miz is an actor. Like done acting like the Marine. He's
Yeah.
done like in a little bunch of other roles. Like they have a reality show. Like, can you hear me?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I thought my
I was
headset was
vibing. No, no, you said they have a reality show.
no, but yeah, they're actors. The Miz can act, especially the Miz. So they did this really well. Um,
You would be
honestly,
stuck talking about the Miz.
no, this was done very well. Even if I didn't like the Miz, I thought
Well,
this
I'm
was.
saying I mean more so because Maurice is there. I'm trying to joke.
Oh yeah,
Say, like, of course you'd be
Maurice is
distracted by
fine.
the Miz.
She did good too, but the Miz is just a natural talent. I fucking love the Miz so much.
Listen, they're both
Like
attractive,
it sucks
good-looking
that he's
people.
the host of WrestleMania. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't
I wish he was in
suck.
a match.
Yeah, I wish he had like a singles match with like they could have done some. I'm sorry to get off topic real
Go
quick.
ahead.
They could have done something so good with the whole Gargano shit. Like they
Yeah,
could
they
have done
dropped that
something.
storyline really fast. They
I
really just
know it
set it
wasn't
up for
going
nothing.
anywhere. It wasn't going anywhere into their defense, but they could have made it. Like I don't know. Like I'm not no creative, but I could have made that fucking storyline a hell of a
Christian,
lot
I just
better.
think you made it every single fucking chick's fantasy come true. I have to say, Christian's ass is like a fucking meteor that's fucking taking over the earth, and every fucking chick just fucking dropped her panties for you. Just letting you know. Speaking of chicks dropping panties, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the new Women's Tag Team Champions, Becky Lynch and Lita come out, and
Oh God.
I'm
I thought I'd never hear those fucking words in my
I
life.
know. And here's the thing. I will say we didn't get to talk last week, so I will say this really quick. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed with Lita, whatever I'm saying that's nice. Ant noticed it. I noticed it. Becky was telling her what to do, and I'm not talking shit about Lita because I probably can't do it. It's hard to see her with the titles when you know the whole match she was told what to do. Um,
Right. She
so
looked
sorry, we
really
want
pussy.
people to see the shit. Much love. Oh, there you go. So Becky Lynch comes out and she says, when a couple of legends like us come in, we don't miss. Lewis says Dakota Kai and Io Sky didn't make it easy for us, but it was worth it winning the titles. As your friend and partner, Becky, I want to thank you, but I also want to thank my girl and out comes the Hall of Famer, my favorite, Trish Stratus. Trish says, to be fair, I told Bailey if she didn't shut up, I'd be coming after her. And then Damage Control come out. Bailey says, you all like to steal the spotlight. Trish and Lita, you two are the reason we are here. but the three of us will be the reasons why you never come back. And then Trish says, how about the three of us versus the three of you at WrestleMania? And Billy says, we accept. And
That's
then
so
Trish,
stupid.
yeah, Trish, Becky, and Lita take out Damage Control. I know you don't like this. I'm one for all the stupid legends coming back. I love seeing Trish and Lita with their.
No, I'm all for it, but why put the titles on Becky and Lita for
I
not
know.
defending them at
I know.
WrestleMania?
Well, I was just about to say there are rumors, okay, and this is just a rumor, that they will defend the titles against Shayna and Ronda at the other night that they're not fighting. I don't think that's possible. So far it's just a rumor, but it could be possible that happening. There's a lot of
I
rumors
would be up
also.
for that.
Go ahead.
No, I said I would be up for that.
What they could do is have that be night one and have Damage Control screw them out of the titles. And then night two, and then that way it's like, okay, you don't know who's gonna really win. There's a lot of rumors that Trish might turn heel as well. So who knows?
Then they're gonna have to book her long term. Then if they're gonna turn her fucking heel,
Yeah,
they're not.
they
They
want
can't
to.
just. They can't
I
just
tell you
turn her
what.
heel.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I
no,
didn't
you
mean
go
to. I
ahead.
didn't
I'm
know you were
sorry. Go
going.
ahead.
I was just saying they can't just turn her. I didn't know you were finished, but I'm gonna let you continue what you were saying. The only thing, like, I could be wrong after you finish, but I was gonna say that they can't just turn her heel,
Yep.
Trish Stratus heel, and like take
Thanks
her
for the
off
bye.
TV. Like they're gonna like they can't just take her and lead off TV. Like they're gonna have to do something with it. At least
Well,
finish it at Backlash, I
here are
guess.
the rumors, and
Okay, let's
this
hear it.
might be a spoiler. The rumor is they're going to turn Trish heel to set up a match at SummerSlam between Trish and Becky. That's the rumor.
Oh,
Which, hey, I mean, we got to
I
see
would be.
Charlotte,
I wouldn't mind that.
but the
Where's
only thing is,
SummerSlam this year?
England, London, England. Here's the thing. The only
That's
thing.
where
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's where I'm
that's Money
sorry.
in the Bank.
That's Money in the Bank. SummerSlam is going to be like, I don't.
Detroit,
Okay. The only thing
I
is,
think.
and then we'll wrap up talking about the women. The only thing is Trish, it's gonna be hard to see Trish turn to heel because she has a really actual real life friendship with Lita. So it's gonna be hard to like really think
Yeah.
that Trish would turn on her friend randomly, but we'll get there. I am excited for the 6-woman tag at Mania. But it is what it is. We have
Detroit's
come
gonna be fun.
to our main event.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Sami Zayn taking on one half of the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, Jimmy Uso with Solo. I didn't take a lot of notes on this one either. Sammy gets the win after a roll up, after Jay Uso comes out, kind of distracting Jimmy. After the match, Jay Uso leaves Jimmy in the ring and hugs Sammy, saying, I trust you. Jay and Sammy both put up the one symbol. Sammy tells Jimmy it's not too late. I'm thinking this is it. I'm like, okay, they're friends, things are going good. Nope. Jay Uso super kicks the shit out of Sami Zayn. Solo and the Usos attack Sammy as well. However, Cody Rhodes runs out to make the save. And something I forgot to mention, a lot of people said this on Facebook, that backstage there's a segment where we see Cody Rhodes talking to Kevin Owens. Could Cody try to be bridging the gap between Kevin and Sammy? What are your take on this huge moment? I mean, we saw Jay finally show Sammy his true colors. What is your take?
This was beautiful. This is so awesome. Okay, let me talk about the match now. I'll talk about whatever after. Like I'll talk about like your question. So the match was good. I think Sami Zayn winning fit the match. Um, however, it it, it was only a short match, and I wish it was longer. Um, let's talk about after the match now. So I think we all know the storyline's fucking beautiful. And I'm sorry, I'm all the way over here. My phone's charging. I have my notes on my phone. Um,
They get to see your legs. I'm not complaining. Okay, go ahead.
so the storyline's awesome. We all know that the fans popped when Jay, you know, left Jimmy in the alone to hug Sammy because they thought that Jay was gonna betray the bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
And if that would have happened, I was watching it live and I was like, so what does this mean for the tag team match? Whatever.
Yep, I was thinking that too.
Um, because I'm thinking we're getting Sammy versus NKO, and then it led to Jay Super King Sammy, and the crowd went fucking nuts. Having Cody Rhodes come in and make the save made sense. After Jimmy went in there, or after Jimmy and Jay came in solo, so it was a 3-on-1. Um, I think I really would have imagined Kevin Owens coming out to make the save instead of Cody Rhodes. I thought like that would have been, I don't want to say better, but it would have led more. But that just means we're still gonna have to wait to see what Kevin Owens, because if Kevin Owens really wanted to, could have came out and made it a 3-on-3.
Mhm.
But the bloodline was scared of Cody itself, I guess. I guess Cody was just enough. So that was interesting. I guess Cody and Sammy are on good terms. So my
Mhm.
prediction is I think Cody talking to Kevin is Cody kind of talking Kevin into maybe teaming up with Sammy, forgiving Sammy,
Mhm.
maybe trying to talk his ear out a little bit about that. Because at the end of the day, all three of those guys want the same thing, and that is to take out the bloodline. And at the end of the day, Jimmy and Jay are twin brothers. No way in hell Jay betrays his family, his real life family. So this was very entertaining. I loved this to close the show. Now we go to SmackDown this Friday. We know that Jay's with the bloodline.
Mhm.
Um, so again, now we know it should, once we get to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, uh, have their moment where they reunite, we will get the announcement where they fight for the undisputed tag team championship. But good segment, good show, beautiful storyline. I'm excited to see. Well, right now we're watching Raw, so I don't know what they're gonna do. But if not, I'm excited to see what SmackDown comes for next for these guys.
Mhm.
These guys are kind of carrying a little bit. Uh, so we'll see. But good stuff overall. Good stuff.
Yeah, this was a pretty, this main event. I mean, it really was. The storytelling was really good. They had me, and normally it's hard for me because I've seen it for so long. It's hard for them to really be like gotcha. And I really got there. I really thought that Raw was going to end with Sammy and Jay being together, and then eventually Jay's going to turn eventually. But I was happy it happened there. It was a decent Raw. A lot of fun stuff happened. For me, I enjoyed, the whole. Oh, I forgot this part. Did it? During this part after I think I'm totally missing a part here. John Cena ends up raising Cody Rhodes'
Oh
arm,
yeah,
sort of
after
passing the
yeah.
torch a little bit there. So for me, that was kind of a cool moment. But seeing Trish Stratus, there was a lot of cool moments for this episode of Raw. Um, but yeah, what was your favorite moment, quick?
The ending.
The ending, yeah, great moment, man. I mean, listen, this is the way wrestling should be. This is how WrestleMania season should be. I'm excited. I will be defending my title in our prediction special. WrestleMania goes Hollywood. I'm doing it up, Chris. I'm gonna get a whole new. I'm gonna be looking good. I'm gonna have a whole new attire. I'm ready. I'm dressing up. I'm ready for
Oh
it.
yeah, man.
Um, but thank you, my friend, for joining me. We're going to be having our SmackDown recap. We are a little late with Revolution, but it's still, we are going to be killing that. You're going to be killing that. I'm excited for that. That was a really good pay per view.
It
That
was
Iron Man
amazing.
match was probably, and I
It was
haven't seen
fucking
all of
great.
the Iron Man matches, but that one was like my favorite.
No, yeah, real quick.
Good.
AEW, it's been all right. We just had Revolution happen.
We're, don't let me.
Quick little thoughts. MJF had 6 minute Iron Man match against Danielson, retained his title. I thought it was a very good match. So a lot of good stuff's been happening. Tomorrow he'll be on to talk a little bit about it. We haven't seen him since Revolution. Uh, Brian Danielson maybe gave us a little speech at the end of his match, maybe hinting a retirement. So who knows with that? We know that Hangman Adam Page beat Moxley in the Texas Death Match, and Dark Order will take on the Blackpool Combat Club. So that's a little interesting. Their feud's still not over yet. FTR is back in AEW. and they are challenging the Gun Club.
Mhm.
So that's good stuff. Ruby Soho. Now we know who she sides with. She sides with Tony Storm and Saraya. That's good stuff. A lot of good stuff happening on AEW. Check it out. Um, with WrestleMania season. Oh, Double or Nothing is announced for May 28th, live in Las Vegas. So once WrestleMania is over, I'm gonna, you know, get in a little bit of that because Double or Nothing is AEW's WrestleMania.
Well, dude, you're gonna be killing it too. We're definitely gonna do a Revolution full
No,
recap
yeah,
too.
yeah, for
But I am
sure.
glad to hear because it's been a while since we were able to cover it. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I'm just saying. That's why I do these little things at the end of our show sometimes. But yeah, just check it out. Yeah, Double or Nothing's kind of like the WrestleMania, and it's after WrestleMania. So once WrestleMania season's over, I'm gonna get more killing it more, with the build up to Double or Nothing. Hopefully we get CM Punk and stuff like that. Hopefully we see Omega return to singles action by himself. But yeah, check out AEW. AEW's been doing good, so
It
keep
definitely is.
killing it. Keep killing it. WrestleMania season though. I'm excited.
Woo! Listen,
All
my
right,
man,
Anthony.
you
Thanks
are
for
a
having
killer.
me, man.
Thanks for having you.
I kind of got off topic after
No,
you said
brother,
that.
listen, I'm excited. Listen, it's WrestleMania season. Wrestling's been killing it all across the board. I do have something that I will talk to you later on off the air about. Fun idea. Don't throw your way. But yes, everyone, it's been a great Raw. I'm glad Christian's back. It hasn't been the same without him. It's just been me by my lonesome, bored out of my mind. And I'm glad he is back. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be coming to you shortly with our SmackDown recap, our AEW Revolution recap, Monday Night Raw recap, and then Dynamite coming your way. A lot coming your way. Stay tuned, stay safe, and stay uncensored. Bye, y'all.